This is a handout on the close reading paragraph structure. A copy of this handout is also available in PDF on Blackboard. The close reading paragraph structure. A close reading addresses a single word or line from a text. Your goal is to interpret that word or line so that your reader sees something they might otherwise overlook. There are many ways to do this, and there's no such thing as a standard close reading. But for this class, I want you to use this structure. The first sentence is a topic sentence. Start each paragraph with a topic sentence. Topic sentences tell your reader what the paragraph is about. This can be an early observation about the text. It doesn't need to make the point of the whole paragraph. The structure for your topic sentence might look something like this. The title of work by author discusses, now describe the topic, which is, now say something a little bit more specific about the topic. For now, don't deviate from that structure. So if all of your paragraphs start the exact same way, that's fine. This is practice. When you are starting your paragraphs, please try to avoid general or evaluative statements like, since the beginning of time, or this author is a great writer. I find that a lot of my undergraduates think that they need to start their paragraphs with big, sweeping claims. These are almost always unnecessary, and they detract from the strength of your argument, so I recommend you delete them and start with something small and specific. So moving along here, the second sentence of your close reading. In this sentence, you will introduce a specific part of the text that you want to understand better through your close reading, something we might not think to look at without further examination. So here's the structure for this sentence. Begin this sentence with the word although, with no comma after this word. Use a comma later to separate the two halves of the sentence. So you'll write, although this one thing, comma, that other thing, period. The third sentence will introduce a single word or perhaps one line of a poem, one phrase, or one sentence that you will close read. Here's the structure. In the following line or phrase or word, the author describes the topic as, and here you're going to quote the quotation. This is where you include the actual line of evidence from the text. In the fourth sentence, now this is perhaps the most important sentence. It's also the sentence that is most often missing from my students' paragraphs. So I want you to really, really pay attention to getting this one right. The fourth sentence, it's going to interpret the quote. What should we, your reader, pay attention to? So here's the structure. Begin this sentence with, here the author is saying or suggesting. This is going to direct your reader's attention right back to that quotation that you just quoted in the previous sentence. If you start this sentence with, here the author is saying, you have no choice but to tell your reader what you think the author just said. In your own words, show us something that we might not have noticed. The fifth sentence. Here you want to explain the significance of your close reading. So this is usually the hardest sentence to write. I don't have a set structure for it, but some questions you might ask yourself are, why does this close reading matter? What is surprising about what you've just noticed? What might we, the readers, have missed if we hadn't close read this word or line with you? The sixth and final sentence of your paragraph, relate your point about the word or line back to the poem or the story as a whole. So here's the structure for this. Begin this sentence with either the author is saying or the title of the text is discussing. That's it. Please follow this structure as you start to write your close readings. Thanks.